All right, here's how to add TKO to your VRChat world so avatars can touch physics objects. Step number one, you want to download this folder, this TKO folder from my GitHub, which I have on screen and is also linked in the description and probably in a pinned comment. Once you download this folder, you can click and drag it straight into assets. Unity will take a moment to figure itself out, and then you can go straight into TKO, double click that folder, go to this Unity asset, this Udon Sharp asset, take the script TKO and click and drag it straight into source script. You might get this error, compile validation failed, no problem, just click compile all Udon Sharp programs and you're chillin'. From there, click hand physics manager, just click and drag it right into your scene, and then add component, Udon behavior, and then you can click and drag this file right here into program source. Once you've done that, this menu should pop up, and you have to fill it with all of the correct things. So go back over to hand physics manager and expand right hand collider and left hand collider. And then all you have to do is click and drag the correct things into the correct places. They're all pretty well labeled and pretty self-explanatory. Left-hand collider goes to left-hand collider, right ring collider goes to right ring collider. Go ahead and do these in order and make sure you don't skip any or mix any up because you will get weirdness. But I will fast forward through this. Okay, once that's done, scroll down a little bit and change follow speed to 100. That'll just make the colliders follow the player's hands a little faster. So right here where it says physics layer, make sure this is on 22. Come up here to layers and then edit layers. Right where it says user layer 22, fill in this box and put like hand colliders. And once you've named layer 22 hand colliders, come up here into edit and then project settings and physics. And scroll down until you see this collision matrix. The first item in this list should be hand colliders. You want to go down to player and player local and mirror reflection and uncheck all three of those. So make sure player, player local, and mirror reflection are all unchecked. Everything else should be clicked. Then you can close out of that. And to make sure that it's all working, just click play. And Unity will open up a kind of like quasi VRChat world. To ensure that everything worked, just click your guy, click hand physics manager, and you should see these green rectangles. That is the colliders on the hands. These are the palm colliders. Desktop players do not have finger colliders. So this guy is technically a desktop player, so he does not have finger colliders. In VR, a VR player will have finger colliders. If you see this, and if you see this, it means everything is going according to plan. You're doing just swell. Once you verify that that works, go back over to scene, and to create a object that you can interact with in game, go over to your hierarchy, right click and go 3D object, cube, sphere, like whatever you want to make, and set the position to 0, 0, 0. And you can just put this bad boy wherever you feel like. You can minimize all these guys. You want to add a rigid body. You want to turn interpolate to interpolate and collision detection to continuous dynamic. This is a little performance heavy, but it does definitely increase the performance of this system. It makes the collisions quite a bit smoother. Once you've done that, you now have an object that a world with TKO can interact with, can use, and the same goes for pretty much every other object that you want to add. Right now, this one will work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scale it down. I'm going to kind of put it on the floor here. I'm going to put it on the floor, and I'm going to make a little pyramid so that I can kind of demonstrate the physics of TKO. Okay, beautiful. We have made a little cube pyramid. So now if we go back into play, this will emulate what this actually looks like in VRChat, and we now have our little cube pyramid. And if we just kind of like run our hand colliders into it, you can see that stuff gets moved around. It's a little awkward on desktop, but you get the picture here. So it does actually work pretty well. All right, here we are in the finished world uploaded to VRChat with TKO installed. And as you can see, it works flawlessly. It is pretty precise, pretty accurate. You can see that I can get my hand like right here, no problem, right up close to the side. I can just like, it handles small forces, so I can just like nudge stuff, no problem. You know, like I have pretty good control over everything. That's TKO. There you go. Fully installed. Bang.